You can set me down here. Come on. Don't give me that concerned look of yours. It's nothing to worry about. Wait. You have questions. Don't pretend you don't. Well, spit it out. It's only a minor injury. I can manage. So you've managed to glimpse that far? Or is there more? Just how many more surprises do you have for me? But I suppose only you could manage something like that. Grandmother Lilibet, the head priestess you met at the temple, once spoke of the unknowable void that is your fate. I've yet to fully interpret what she meant by that, but one thing is clear. You are the most unique among us all. They were, as I once perceived through the sacred flames, the fate of Septimont. Just as you saw, the dark tide will bring destruction to Septimont and the death of Augusta. I don't know whether Raguna's predictions are actually true, but fate has given me no response but sorrow. Though I would deny it to the end, as it is now, I cannot ignore it any longer. The dark tide is a force to be reckoned with. Its terror lies not in the illusions it shows or the lies it spins. Rather, it uncovers the parts of us we hide the most carefully, the parts of ourselves we least wish to face. Never. My prophecies are never wrong. How I loathe this feeling, this helplessness, to know everything, to see everything, and yet be powerless to change a thing. Since we've come this far, might as well share a secret with you. The you see before you can no longer see the threads of fate. I gave up my ability to peer into fate in exchange for the resonance power to resist the dark tide. Why? Because I refused to be fate's obedient puppet, bowing to its whims and letting it dictate my every step. But in the end, despite all the sacrifice, we still couldn't escape its grasp. The dark figure we faced in Asphodel Barrens was, in fact, an embodiment of the dark tide. We call it the false sovereign. Unlike other dark tide creations, it can devour and reshape the scattered powers of its maker. I'm unclear how things will unfold, but I'm certain it's the source of evil that will bring about the fall of Septimont, just as the prophecy foretold. Before this hunt, Augusta and I investigated such dark tide irregularities at the Sanguis Plateaus. We then formed a plan to take advantage of the Sovereign's nature, using the Chorosaurus as bait to lure out its imperfect form. Maybe this way we can rewrite Septimon's tragedy before it even begins. But as you can see, we failed. I do not know. Fate doesn't lie. Perhaps death is the only choice we're given in the end. But knowing Augusta, I am sure that fool would fight till the bitter end. There is one thing I'm not certain about. For reasons I can't explain, the fate shown to me by the Dark Tide feels different from what I remember. What is it exactly? A side effect of my resonance power. The Dark Tide doesn't exactly show up in a stable form. My powers manifest its creations in exchange for a teensy piece of my existence. That's the price to pay, I suppose. I admit it sounds a bit complicated. In short, just know a little sleep will relieve these side effects. A fair point. Once I've recovered my strength, sorting out these questions will be as simple as a flick of a finger. Oh, by the way, take this. A Lunarum bracelet containing a small portion of my resonance power. It was passed down to me by my predecessor when I became a priestess. It's quite dear to me, you know, so be sure to take extra good care of it. And don't expect there'll be a spare if you lose it. Rely on it in my absence. Who knows? It may even help fill in for me and help you and Augusta in my place. Now, why would you say that? I'll only be taking a short nap. Don't you or Augusta even dare think about leaving me behind, is that clear?
I should see how things are with Augusta now.
The situation we're currently facing is more dire than any I've come across. For the sake of Septimont, I must momentarily set aside my quest for power. My 4 expeditions to Main's Deep. Now may not be the best time to discuss past events, but if you insist.
Messages have been sent to the encampment and all sectors of the main island, and defenses are currently being deployed per your instructions, Your Excellency.
Good. Ensure timely reports on any new developments.
Yes, Your Excellency.
I've made arrangements for the war effort. Strategically, we must always brace ourselves for the worst. Communications with the Black Shores are also underway. The Air Force Palace has previously established a connection with a consultant in the Rinascita region. We've reached an agreement granting the Black Shores permission to access Septimon's resonance nexus. They'll be able to monitor and collect data on the Dark Tide during the hunt. In return, should any complications arise, the Black Shores are to fulfill their side of the agreement and provide us with the necessary technical support.
A consultant active in Renacita?
That's right. Her name is Buling. An interesting young lady. Left quite an impression on me.
So it is her. Why don't you let me handle contacting the Black Shores, Augusta? We talk from time to time. It'll help make things smoother for us.
Of course. I'll leave it to you then.
Alright, I think I got the whole picture now. Ugh, Rover, how do you keep ending up in messes like this? This is one tough cookie, alright.
You mean...
Let me tell you, the latest data we got from the Resonance Nexus isn't so pretty. Something's really off with the Dark Tide in that Sanguis place. I don't remember it being this crazy before. Normally, the Dark Tide getting all freaky during high tide is whatever, right? But now, I don't know what happened, 'cause it's turning into a person. So listen up. I'll give you Tethys' rundown. That humanoid thing, that Sovereign, is gobbling up frequencies like a maniac. It's eating anything with energy, Dark Tide stuff, tacit discords, echoes, you name it. Might even be saving other things for dessert. Basically, the Sovereign isn't gonna attack Septimon or Raguna anytime soon. It's too busy getting fat first. Once it's stuffed full of energy, it'll try and smash the Earthwind Wedge in one go. With the Earthrender gone, poof, all that Dark Tide under the hunting grounds will explode like a pimple. When that happens, it's game over for Renacita. Even if you have 3 heads and 6 arms, it will be bye-bye. But Smooth Moves team, cutting through the clutter, I see what you're doing. This Corosaurus is just the bait to hook the big fish, isn't it? Your real plan is to stop the Sovereign before it fully forms. Nip it in the bud. Am I right, boss?
You are right on the mark.
Heaven and Earth are in harmony. That's my reading, so your plan shouldn't have fallen apart like that. But then again, smooth sailing isn't always a good thing either. Too much harmony invites trouble. Tethys did pick up a strange frequency midway through the hunt. Everything was fine until that frequency came out of nowhere. And then suddenly the Sovereign took form way ahead of schedule. Talk about flipping the table. Well, let me get another reading. Oh, the cheese all messed up. It's kind of hard to see. It's like someone clouded the heavenly signs on purpose.
One way or another, we must find the Sovereign and stop it before it absorbs any more frequencies. This might be our only option for now.
That's right. Supernatural powers or not, the Sovereign can't escape good old Tethys. Let me see. Yup. it's wandering in an area with a whole lot of other frequencies. Looks like it's east of the Sanguis Plateaus. Yeah, that place has lots of dark energy. Bet many tough people died there.
Murmur's Town. Understood. I will stop it in its tracks.
Your Excellency, with your permission, I wish to accompany you to Murmur's Town. I know this request may seem bold, and I'm aware of the dangers ahead. But as a warrior of Septimont, I cannot simply stand by. Gladiators! We are united as defenders of Septimont's honor. I do not claim the right to ask this of you. But in my heart, I believe everyone here has earned the glory we bear. Let our deeds today reflect that greatness.
He's right.
He's right.
Septimont needs us.
That's a good point.
We have to fight.
Yeah.
Get up.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Well said, young man. Gladiators of Septimont fear no challenge. When the storm approaches, can an eagle soaring in the skies remain content as a fledgling beneath another's wings? Your Excellency, we will follow you anywhere.
Very well. You have sworn your allegiance to Septimont with your resolve. Your bravery is witnessed not only by me, but by the fallen heroes lying in Capitolini Hill. They take pride in your courage. If you wish to fight together, then so be it. I will afford your fervor its due respect. Come, take up your blades. For Septimont! For the name of heroes eternal!
A wise choice, Augusta. It is time. Return to where you belong. Fabianum has long awaited your homecoming.
Murmur's Town sits atop the wastelands, below the hunting grounds. It has since become a forbidden territory, after the Dark Tide's corruption 16 years ago. Follow me. The Wingray can give us a lift. Avidius, ready the anchor stones. We must set up a defense line around Murmur's Town.
It shall be done, Your Excellency.
I can fly too.
The wastelands. I never imagined that after 4 years I would return to this place under such circumstances.
How did this place get like this?
This is where the Dark Tide started 16 years ago. The fact that this empty shell still stands is a miracle in itself.
Does this mean if we fail to stop the Dark Tide, Septimont too will...
That's terrible. No, no. That's horrible. No. What shall we do?
Warriors, do not let fear stand in our way. The untarnished glory of Septimont stands behind us. The devastation, that befell Murmur's town 16 years ago will never be repeated. Because now, we are here. The Sovereign won't make things easy for us. Any rash action before we can confirm its location and status would be unwise.
Your command is our duty, Your Excellency. We will deploy anchor stones around Murmurstown, and I'll personally see that the perimeter stays undisturbed.
Yes. This will trap Sovereign inside the town. Good. Proceed as planned, Avidius. Now then. It falls to us to track down the Sovereign's whereabouts, Rover. Time is short, so we'll need to split up. Keep your guard up! Those hollow figures do not be fooled by their stillness. Those are just the shell. And watch for their songs of corruption. They were once our own. Brave gladiators, loyal citizens of Septimont. The Dark Tide not only twisted their minds, it also raised their corpses, and turned them into mindless puppets. Not even death could set them free. Mark my words. It will pay for this malevolence. You take the upper area, Rover. I'll take the lower one. If you spot any signs of the Sovereign, or run into trouble, let me know right away.
This place is too quiet. No trace of the Sovereign anyway. Hey, Wuling, can you help me track down the Sovereign?
You got it. Give me a sec to scan things. Sorry, boss. The frequencies around you are all over the place. I can't get a clear reading. The Sovereign's a slippery eel, eating up every little frequency like it's popcorn. Now the Tethys system's got nothing to work with. It's playing hide and seek with us on purpose. What trouble? Hold on. What if you bring me some pure Dark Tide frequency samples? Maybe Tethys can use it to track down something with a similar frequency, like the Sovereign itself or the original Dark Tide. Could give you a better lead.
Understood. I'll do what I can. Abby? Abby, wake up.
What's going on? Ugh, I'm so sleepy. Ugh, that dark, spooky stuff I ate earlier is still gurgling in my belly.
Sorry to hear that. But if my clever, brave, stylish, and sweet Abby could help me out, that'd be amazing.
Aw, you're making me blush. Okay. Your best buddy Abby's on the job. Go on.
So, that thing we tangled with before has gone into hiding around here. I need your help to sniff it out.
Yeah, easy peasy. You know I have a good nose for searching.
Find anything?
place smells like a dumpster fire. And that monster, I can't tell where it is exactly. The scent's all muddled. There's something weird over there.
Is that a waystone? I've seen those back in Septimont City. They're like signposts for Outlanders.
All right, let's check it out.
This the one?
Yep, this is it.
Its right arm is missing. Isn't it supposed to be pointing in that direction?
I guess. It wouldn't be a waystone if it didn't show the way, right? Hey, something just flew by that way. It's that muddled scent again. Come on, we gotta catch it. Look, it stopped over there.
It's gone. Is it hiding among those strange statues over there?
Wait, are they singing?
They must be the hollow figures Augusta mentioned. And that song. No. I can't get any closer. Maybe I can split off the Dark Tide's influence.
Watch out!
Tempest deflections. The wicked will face worked.
Nope. That troublemaker's off again.
The wicked will face judgment. Annihilation! Wind rises! The wicked!
Now it's hiding inside a tacit discord? Ooh!
Don't worry, we'll flush it out. The wicked will face judgment. Bad timing. Wind howls, unfettered by bounds.
Great, now it's found another one to cling to.
It's making that tacit discord even stronger. We should handle it. Annihilation! The wicked will face judgment. Hopefully this helps.
Your hide-and-seek game is over.
Time to think. A piece of cloth. Looks like something from a gladiator's gear. But why here?
This frequency is something else.
Is it that same muddled scent you mentioned before?
Well, it's got a bit of that smell, but the fabric's frequency is even stronger. It's not giving in. Kinda like a brave gladiator fighting a monster.
I see. That waystone with the missing right arm had a sleeve that was torn.
Why don't we take it to the statue? Maybe it will unlock the next clue.
The way to end the unending tragedy of your people. Is that not your true desire? And yet, you remain but a fragile mortal, unworthy of the greatness you seek. How can such a weak soul claim its place among the gods?
The clash of battles long past is proof of my unyielding will. Travelers who have braved the path, press onward. Step into the dark, where forsaken truths and forgotten words slumber.
This is a Sonoro! Ah, the muddled smell makes sense now.
A gladiator who fought the Dark Tide in Murmur's Town to his last breath. This frequency still lingers to carry on the fight. Thank you for showing us the way ahead. Augusta, over here.
Is this a Sonoro?
All right, time for Abby's rundown. So, Rover and I were tracking that shadowy monster fella. And I followed its scent right to, this Sonoro. Well, kinda. It's not the exact same scent, it's just really close. It's also kinda muddled.
Right. The frequencies the Black Shores detected in both Murmur's Town and from the Sovereign are unusually complex. To track the Sovereign, we'll need to help by isolating a pure Dark Tide frequency. I wasn't sure where to start, but Abby's been a big help.
Don't mention it. Easy peasy lemon squeezer.
I assume this is your Echo friend, who saved us in the Asphodel Barrens. You have my gratitude.
No biggie.
The level of power it showed is indeed questionable for an echo. But I trust it, as much as I trust you. No need for explanations between allies.
Did you hear that? Through me walk the path of glorious ascension. Through me enter the city of eternal bliss. Yet all who enter must first forsake all hope. Sounds like a song. Those lyrics are pretty intense, though.
Sonoro, what do you want to show us? Let's enter it.
Are we still in Murmur's Town? No. There are small differences.
This is Murmur's Town, only from the past. It was once called Fabianum, the town of gladiators, visited by Fabius, the hero of heroes. But the Dark Tide claimed it in the end, leaving behind a scar Septimont will never forget.
Augusta, look over there.
I didn't see you by the Oak Hollow today. You promised we'd go explore Main's Deep together. Don't tell me. Sorry. Otto got hurt, and Uncle Philo shot on help.
It's hovering by those phantoms. More phantoms of the past.
Oh, look over there!
You were there! Oh,
It's cutting out. I can't hear what it's saying. Rover, that floating...
Stay behind me.
Can't believe we actually made it out. More hollow figures. Really was that.
Don't worry. Leave them to me.
This should work. All right, team. Let's head back to the Sonora. Seems like our little flutterbug has finally calmed down.
Oh, I wish you were there, Angel. Oh, you wouldn't believe what happened. I only ran a few laps. Hold still. I'm trying to get the salve on. Look at you. Black and blue and still grinning like a goat. All right, out with it. What do you do to that thick-skulled Enric this time, huh? You're hurt pretty bad. Guess that means no Oak Hollow then. Not that it matters.
Augusta.
That's me. I guess there's no denying it now. I thought I might keep my foolishness as a child from you.
So Murmurstown, I mean, Fabianum, is your hometown?
Yes. It's been a long time. I never imagined I'd see my past like this.
I'm curious.
About Main's Deep and the Oak Hollow?
Yeah.
The name Fabianum once stood for glory. As Septimon's front line against the Darktide, it held the honor of receiving legends, like Fabius, Attilius, and Valeria. Perhaps that's why Hero of Heroes' tales always lingered here. The most
Those phantoms up ahead. Looks like they've lost control.
Stay behind me.
Everyone! Angel, what do we? Angel? Stay with me.
Huh? It stopped again. I don't hear anything.
I remember being trapped inside with Angel, surrounded by tacit discords.
Tacit discord. Over there.
Time to work.
Let's return to the Sonaro. There's likely something new to see there.
This is it. At least.
Stay close, Angel. It will be all right. It's over by the alley. Let's go this way. Hang in there. Angel, over the alley. Augusta, are you going to face it alone? No, I promised I'd get you out of here. No, Augusta! Hey, you, evil monster! Why don't you fight me? I'm not scared. Come on, I'm wide open. you can ignore. No! Look there! Look at me! I said, look at me! Angel! Angel!
The dark tide answers only to strength. Those without it are doomed to be forsaken. Augusta, my brave yet fragile child, your strength is far too feeble, unfit to sate the hunger of the dark tide. You long to become a hero, to reign by might. But tell me, can the throne of glory be claimed by one so weak?
The dark tide paid me no mind. Its target was always Angel. And the whispers, they were real, but not as the legends promised. What I heard were words of cruelty. None of it matters now. Those things belong to the past. I was a reckless child, a hatchling, flailing with a sword I could barely hold. True. Though back then, I didn't really have a choice. This is Septimont, a place where ideals bow to strength. As a child, I had no desire for power. But in the city of Septimont, if I wished to rise beyond my origin and silence arrogance dressed in fame and fortune, I had no other path. Now, my strength speaks in my stead, and my blade cuts down every slander. All but prejudice. I know well what those parasites in the Senate are plotting. Draped in the Temple's name, they manipulate public opinion to secure themselves a place on Capitolini Hill. But their absurd schemes betray only fear. Too afraid to face me, they skulk in the shadows, hoping empty prophecies might bring me to my knees. It's not about belief. It's about not fearing them. The dark tide still haunts Septimont. People live in terror of losing their homeland again, and so they cling to the hope of a hero of heroes. As Septimont's Ephor, I must stay strong and answer their call. Our ruler has no right to falter. If my resonance ability raises doubts about my right to rule, then let the true hero of heroes step forth and challenge me. And if none appear, I will decide whether this title is worthy of the weight of a ruler's glory. One of the prophecies speaks of a hero of heroes, wielding extraordinary power, rising from the dark tides. As I see it, you, Rover,
You defeated the Dark Tide. That's incredible.
your wounds? They're gone? Thank goodness. Did the Whispers give you their power?
It's all done, boss. Tethys ran the data through a couple filters, and we've zeroed in on one spot in the hunting grounds. Pretty sure that's where the Sovereign's been hiding. I'm sending you the coordinates now.
So, the frequency we collected really was from the Dark Tide.
Yeah, looks that way. But this one's weird. If I had to describe on its own...
Angel. Understood. Let's go, Rover. Time to meet our prey. I'll tell the others to meet at that location.
Please hurry, everyone. The Anchor Stone must be in place before the Sovereign's hunt begins.
Such devotion. Forgive me, but you seem to forget your place, Avidius.
Is that so? Perhaps you'd like to remind me, my lord.
You must be aware of your rather underwhelming performance during the Tyrannos hunt. The Senate's patience is not boundless. It's reserved for those who deserve it. Unless you can present a triumph to match your exploits in Main's Deep, we'll have no choice but to reconsider your candidacy as Septimon's next ruler.
How could it be? No. It must be the Dark Tide's illusion. This wall. No. It can't be.
My fellow gladiators, our prey has finally revealed itself. Move to the marked coordinates. It's time you had.
This is the place! The smell's getting stronger!
No traces of the Sovereign. It must be hiding again. We must force it to show itself.
Perhaps this could work.
over there. This is my moment. Barely felt it. The wicked.
Yeah. But my belly is full. I'm so tired.
Faithless one. The stroke you refuse shall now become the blade that strikes you down. To spurn a divine gift is to invite consequence. And divinity offers mercy but once.
Augusta. Augusta. You know,
No. It can't end like this.
All able units, split into 2 teams. One will escort the wounded back to base, while the other prepares supplies and maintains position.
Boss, what's going on? I got a bad feeling just now and Tessus won't stop pumping out alerts. Uh-huh. Figures. That area you're in has very many warriors. For the Sovereign, it's like having a free buffet. And sure enough, you blink and it's already swallowed up all the surrounding frequencies. Now it's a real nightmare. That said, the situation's bad, no doubt, but we're not out of moves yet. The dark tide isn't spreading at full speed. If we act fast and find the Sovereign's weak spot, We might just pull a miracle for Rinasita. Let's see. Fire under earth, light be blocked. That's it! Tethys is showing messy internal frequencies and unstable structures. Looks like after stuffing itself with all those frequencies, the Sovereign's completely scrambled inside. If we can stir up the mess in its gut, even with something small, we might just throw him off balance. And then maybe we can wrest the Earth.
Terrible timing. Is there any other way to reach her?
The entire frequency range is under its control. In other words, we're completely cut off here.
How vexing. The dark tide's inside. If we feed that monster something else. Right, the Anchor Stone.
You're suggesting we let the Sovereign absorb the Anchor Stone. If it works, it could suppress it from the inside.
Very sharp. But before we act, there are two things we need to prepare. First, we need to get the Sovereign to open up and swallow the Anchor Stone like a good boy. That will be on you and Augusta, Rover. Second, the Dark Tide itself must be stabilized to keep the Sovereign nice and solid. My job, naturally. No one else is fit for the task.
No. The Sovereign is far stronger than before. And you've only just recovered. There's no way you can take on that much resonance energy at once.
I'm not made of glass, Augusta. I am Yuno, the most gifted priestess Septimont has seen in generations. If anyone can hold back the Dark Tide, it's me. And I'm not going to fall on you that easily. Besides, the sacred flames already showed me my end. In the warmth of spring, surrounded by white flowers, with gentle eyes watching over me. But that day is still far from today. At worst, I'll just need more time to recover. Everything's going to be all right. I promise. Then it's settled. I'll let you prepare. Just give me a signal when you're near the Earthrender. I won't be able to hold the Sovereign's form for long, so make the most of that window. Did you forget anything? Useful, isn't it? Keep it close. No matter where you go, a part of me goes with you. Got it? Since I've given you a tool so practical, I'll ask something in return. Just one thing. Promise me you'll stay by Augusta's side and face whatever destiny sets upon you, together. This isn't a command or a suggestion, it's a personal request.
Let's head to the borders of Merma's town, Rover. The Anchor Stone Avidius and the others set there could come in handy.
Here. Why did you...
Buling mentioned even something small could have a great influence. The smaller. Come, stand with me to face our reckoning. Let this small thing pry open.
Leave it to me. Tempest of Flashes.
Roars of conquest!
The wicked will face judgment.
Fight by my side! Sing of my triumph! Honor cannot be sullied. Lightning strike!
Wind calls, waves follow. Keep it together. Waves rise. Judgment strikes.
I have fought to the end.
Never surrender. Stay behind me. Undying glory! Invincible!
Go chase your fate, Augusta.
Nothing, just something on my mind. Do you still remember what the Whispers told me 16 years ago? The Dark Tide answers only to strength. Those without it are doomed to be forsaken. Now I think of it, it is rather interesting. I've never told anyone this before. But ever since the Dark Tide decided to forsake me, those broken Whispers have never left. They echoed in every battle, telling me when to dodge, when to strike. But with each opponent that fell, the Whispers began to fade. Until I became the Ephor. That's when they returned. Louder, never giving me a single moment of peace. I tried to shut them out. But every time I strayed from their guidance, fate would strike me down in the cruelest of ways. I thought I was the master of my fate. But the truth is, they always knew the path better than I ever could. The old prophecy about Raguna, that they once whispered to me, has come true. Now, it is time for me to put their power to the test.
Leave it to me.
Sun shall arise to scatter the unending night. Shall Lord still speak? Prophecy.
What? What exactly do you want to do, Augusta?
Will face judgment. Waves rise. Judgment strikes. Tempest of slashes.
One of the prophecies speaks of a hero of heroes. As I see it, you, Rover, fit that image well.
As long as that void exists, you control your story. Your existence is the meaning itself.
So this is her plan. Using this battle to mark me a hero of heroes so the temple's prophecy will be fulfilled. Augusta.
Give everything, Rover! I have realized this is the duty I must fulfill. That's it! Show me your strength! The one who stands beside me for the throne is you! And only you.
The wicked will face judgment. Waves rise. Judgment strikes.
Resist no longer. Do not waver. Step forward and receive the divine gift. With this power, you shall rise as the one true ruler of Septimont.
And glory return with the blood of the old king. You proved the prophecy true. So why now? Why this sudden urgency to stop me from fulfilling it? Unless I was your target all along. That power you spoke of was always just a trap. Answer me. Who are you? And what did you do to Angel?
How foolish, Augusta. The will of the divine is not to be questioned. Alas, nor was it too small to comprehend the grand vision.
Rover, what is stopping you from being Septimon's hero of heroes? You, the unwritten one, are blessed to shape your own fate. And I must walk my own path as ruler. Go, fulfill the prophecy that was always meant to be. I give my blood, so that the true hero may rise!
Brazen, faithless one, receive the judgment of the heavens. The sacred crucible shall reshape your soul.
Soon. I already said Raguna's divinity didn't get a seat on the ship.
This is your end, Augusta.
But we're not done just yet.
Insolent heretic. Very well. If this is what you want, we shall grant you an endless beast of despair.
My sword.
Cato.
Where's my sword?
What haunts you, my teacher?
A hero shouldn't fall to the dark tide. I need my sword to fight back.
Please, take it. Take it and fight for what you believe in.
Pointless empathy.
Let's go. I'll go. Please. I beg you, your blood, your flesh.
Left with nothing. Doomed like a speck of dust. The throne of glory will never be claimed by the weak.
A loser, left with nothing. How wrong you are.
My lady,
People follow
allow me to join you.
for it never fails to light their way. This is how I use power. I will show you with my own fist! Ah! Honored Captain.
Augusta.
We meet again, my friend. It seems my will won't let me miss a chance to fight side by side with you. Come, Rover. I've been waiting for this moment.
Wind calls. Waves follow. Annihilation.
This is mine. Barely felt.
Wind calls. Waves follow. The wicked will face judgment. I am the Tempest.
Hopefully this helps. Last chance.
Fight by my side. Sing of my triumph. Barely felt. Never back down. Our blood is Septimon! So, it's finally come to this. This is how a true battle should be. Robert, fight by my side. This time, the blade of victory shall pierce the hollow sovereign's heart.
Tempest of flashes. The wicked will face judgment. Wind howls. Unfettered by bounds.
Conquest begins now.
Wind calls. Waves follow.
Hopefully this helps.
The wicked will face judgment.
Keep it together.
This is my moment. Spirits lost to the dark tide. I hear your cries. Join me in battle! Let that force be limited. Witness what true heroes are! What it means to wield unshakable power!
We ride with roar.
Every moment of us is settled. Yet
May
there
applause
still
greet you,
clings to
heroes of
our
Septimont.
hands in the storm's eye. Tides of blood and sand. Your sword stitches our land. So I'm standing here with the brave below.
A hard-won battle, wasn't it?
To sing your song. May I be a blazing torch you light to guide
Yes.
you back to God, your eternal fire.
It's all thanks to you, Rover, Septimon's hero of heroes.
In that case, I could say the same to you. As the prophecy goes, the hero of heroes wielding extraordinary power rising from the dark tides. As I see it, you, Augusta, fit that image well.
Extraordinary power. That's a bit much. I know my limits. But I do think I've earned that title. And it's one we could share together. Besides, the temple never said there could only be one hero of heroes.
What really happened to you in the Dark Tide? I thought you might have...
It wasn't a pleasant experience. But in a strange way, it was refreshing. If you want to hear the full story, I'll tell you another time. But back inside the Dark Tide, I think the lost frequencies were always guiding me, shaping who I was becoming. Even trapped in that abyss of despair, those fallen heroes never gave up. They lit a faint, warm light in the dark. And you, along with everyone who stood by me. Without you, we couldn't have won this battle. Perhaps the title of ruler is too narrow and too hollow to define the true spirit of humankind. A civilization's glory is forged by generations of brave souls. It was never meant to be one person's medal of honor.
I want to ask you something. Why did you ask me to join the hunt?
Because my warriors and I wanted to fight beside someone like you. And that hasn't changed. But I will be honest. Part of it was because of your unwritten fate. I'd been preparing for this hunt for a long time. At first, all we had were a few vague glimpses from the priestesses, and a handful of prophetic murals. No one knew when or how the disaster would strike. And then, you showed up. You've surely seen the unfinished mural in the temple, the blank wall and the unwritten fate. So I took a gamble, believing you were the key to this hunt. I couldn't explain it back then, not when I wasn't certain myself. But in the end, we realized what that blank represents. And my gamble paid off. The one who deserves to be a hero of heroes, with power over the Earthrend Wedge. Thank you for your trust. Now it's time for me to honor my promise. This is the end of our journey. The Earthrend Wedge. It hasn't been quite what I...
Imperator.
Go. I'll wait.
Every moment does the shadow, yet their weight still clings to our.
A discoid. This warmth. I feel you, Imperator. I'd better get back.
Did you find what you seek? A discoid. Looks like a compass. The structure's odd. There might be a hidden compartment inside. Can you try opening it? This relic was left by the Sentinel. Brute force won't get us anywhere. We'll need a different approach. Maybe a special key, a mechanism, or a password?
What a beautiful ending, my near-perfect protagonist. I must confess, even I didn't see this coming. Should this be your final act? No. No, allow me this small indulgence as your creator. The quill of fate may be sharp and cold, but still I want to see how far the soul I created can go. After all, it's the stories that sink deepest into the mire that stir the heart most, don't you think?
It's been a while, Rinesita.
What prey do we hunt this time?
The Drenodian.
The Knight's challenge has arrived. The fruit of evolution. Cross cut. Sever. Guests of the unkind. Perish in flames. Crumble! Be gone, wicked souls! challenge has arrived. Oceans, bow before me. Salvation centers their fall. Atonement. Vexing malice. The tide. Finality. Furious tides. Split the heavens.
Who's the caged bird now? Triumph through sacrifice.
Blue. Perish. True form revealed at last. Windstorm, sweep all the way. Together we vanquish.
Guests of the unkind.
Repent, for silence beckons. Vexing malice. Ruin is imminent. Tide, rise and crash. Exonerate. Charge forth with me. Atonement. Windstorm. Sweep all the way. The Knight's challenge has arrived. Together we vanquish.
Be reduced to cinders. Make it fast.
Sever! Collapse! Repent!
For silence beckons.
Torrents, rage on! The tide! Furious tides! Split the heavens! Together we vanquish. My blade yearns. Take form. The Knight's challenge has arrived. Such is their blessing. Too reckless. Oceans, bow before me. Atonement. The trial isn't over yet. I won't back down.
Guests of the unkind. Be reduced to cinders. My blade yearns.
Collapse! Salvation.
Exonerate.
Salvation. Charge forth with me. Windstorm. Sweep all away. True form revealed at last. Face your destruction. Charge forth with me. Ruin is imminent. Till the denouement.
shadows must be purged. Atonement. Furious tides, split the heavens!
The Knight's challenge has arrived. Be gone, wicked souls! True form, revealed at last. Tides, rise and crash! Salvation. Windstorm. Sweep all the way!
Guess mine's on. My blade yearns.
Collapse! Repent.
For silence beckons. Charge forth with me. Ruin is imminent. My blade! Purge all evil! Together we vanish. Mine's on. Take form. Clear as the blaze. My blade yearns.
The Knight's challenge has arrived. You won't escape. Heavens, descend! You won't escape. Such is that lesson. Repent.
For silence beckons. Torrents, rage on! be reduced to cinders. Flood! Exonerate. Atonement. Face your destruction. Salvation. Chaos purify. Oceans, bow before me. Exonerate. Till the denouement. Salvation. Atonement. A mere scratch upon my blade. Exonerate. A mere scratch upon my blade. Salvation. Windstorm. Sweep all away. Repent, for silence beckons. I will back down. Your destruction. Till the denouement. Atonement. Furious tides. Split the heavens. True form revealed at last. Ruin is imminent. March on. The tide. Exonerate. Till the denouement. Charge forth with me. The time. A mere scratch upon my blade. Charge forth with me. A mere scratch upon my blade. Salvation. Torrents, rage on! Finality. Charge forth with me. Exonerate. Huh? mere scratch upon my blade. Sounding the death knell. Gales purified. Tide, rise and crash. Finality. Ruin is in windstorm. Sweep all the way. Oceans, bow before me. Charge forth with me. Sentence before. Atonement. Separation. A mere scratch upon my blade. Charge forth with me. Face your destruction. My blade. Purge all evil. Repent. For silence beckons. Vexing malice. Be gone, wicked souls! A mere scratch upon my blade. A mere scratch upon my blade. Salvation. Gales purified. Tide, rise and crash. Charge forth with me. Windstorm. Sweep all the way.
Triumph through sacrifice. One wrong move.
True form. Revealed at last. Atonement. A mere scratch upon my blade. Vexing malice. Vexing malice. Torrents, rage on! Vexing malice. Salvation. Gales purified. Face your destruction. Exonerate. A mere scratch upon my blade. Furious tides. Split the heavens. Repent, for silence beckons. A mere scratch upon my blade. Charge forth with me. A mere scratch upon my blade. Vexing malice. Torrents, rage on! Windstorm, sweep all the way!
Fawn, revealed at last. A mere scratch upon my blade. Sounding the death bell. Atonement. Salvation. A mere scratch upon my blade. Charge forth with me. A mere scratch upon my blade. Quietus. Torrents, rage on! Atonement. Tide, rise and crash! Exonerate. Sentence, befall! Till the denouement. Atonement. Torrents, rage on! Exonerate. My blade! Purge all evil!